The moment the abductors rushed over, I saved my childhood friend, Liu Ruiyan, but I was taken away instead. Coming back 10 years later, I found out that by Liu Ruiyan's side, there was a fake young master who looked somewhat like me, Wei Dong. He openly walked into my home, enjoying my parents' love. Later, I caught the fake young master calling the criminals back then mom and dad, and plotting to kidnap me again. After being discovered, Wei Dong brutally hit me with a car in a panic, and my childhood friend even helped him cover up his crime, dumping my body into the sea. When I opened my eyes again, I had returned to the moment the abductors were about to abduct her.
Little girl, Granny twisted her ankle. Could you take me to the hospital?
Granny, is your family not here?
I'll help you. Look at that, how helpful she is. Whoever sees this scene,
how could they not sigh in admiration
and label Liu Ruiyan as a good person?
But how could such a warm-hearted and beautiful girl
just watch helplessly
as I was taken away by abductors and remained completely indifferent? Liu Ruiyan helped the granny toward the road. As she walked, she turned back and urged me, Nan Yi,
aren't you coming? My stomach suddenly hurts a lot.
You go first, I'll come find you in a bit. After saying that, I ran directly in the opposite direction. But heaven gave me a chance to start over. How could I not be present for such a satisfying scene? Following the memories of my past life, I first ran into a building. That spot perfectly overlooked the alley where she was kidnapped in my past life. Liu Ruiyan supported the granny for quite a while, before slowly walking over step by step.
How about you try walking on your own for a bit?
The granny didn't answer. Instead, she pulled a handkerchief out of her pocket and covered Liu Ruiyan's nose with it. But Liu Ruiyan reacted quickly. Her body swayed a couple of times, and holding her head, she tried to run. It seemed she also realized something was wrong. But how could it be so easy to escape? Two men blocked her path from the front and back. In a few swift moves, they grabbed her around the waist and lifted her up. Hearing a faint cry for help, I slowly curled the corners of my lips. Downstairs, struggling, Liu Ruiyan looked in my direction.
When our eyes met, I smiled and waved at her. Help! Save me. Save her?
I saved her in my last life, and I died. I deliberately wandered outside for another hour before crying as I went home. But seeing me cry, my parents didn't really care. Did you get into a fight with Liu Ruiyan again? How many times have I told you?
Boys need to learn to yield.
I burst out crying even louder. Mom, Dad, has Liu Ruiyan come home? I can't find her. At this sentence, my mom was so shocked her phone fell to the ground. What? Didn't you two go out together? Quick, let's go next door to check. My parents hurriedly dragged me to the Liu family's house. Entering the door, they asked, is Liu Ruiyan here? In-law, have you gone silly? Didn't Liu Ruiyan go out to play with Nan Yi?
Nan Yi, why is it just you? Where's Liu Ruiyan?
She took a granny to the hospital. My stomach hurt, so I ran to the restroom. But when I went to the hospital later and looked for her for a long time, I couldn't find her or that granny. Her parents swayed on their feet, grabbed their coats, and ran out. My parents followed closely behind. Don't panic too much. Maybe the kid lost track of time playing. We'll help you look for her.
Don't you know the police chief?
Hurry and call the police to check the surveillance cameras. This was the reason why I lingered for an hour. Before going home, both our families had some money and resources. If they checked the cameras right away and actually managed to save Liu Ruiyan, what then? At the very least, I had to buy the abductors time to leave the city. Otherwise, how could I plan the rest? They searched for a whole night before returning. The moment they pushed the door open, Father Liu and Mother Liu grabbed my arms and asked, Nan Yi,
think carefully again. What did that person look like?
The restroom. Mom, Dad, did you find Liu Ruiyan? At this moment, as sadly as I cried on the outside, I was equally joyful on the inside. Judging from the situation in my past life, Liu Ruiyan should be about to enter the mountains by now. My parents wiped my tears and looked at Father Liu and Mother Liu, hesitating to speak. In the end, they just shook their heads. The parents sat on the sofa with vacant stares. Father Liu and Mother Liu were like soulless wooden puppets on strings. Seeing how miserable they were, a trace of mockery flashed across my eyes. In my past life, Liu Ruiyan brought an adopted son back to my parents. In this life, I will naturally help her parents step out of their grief as well. I stroked my chin, thinking deeply. In the orphanage not far away, there seems to be a little girl
who looks quite like Liu Ruiyan. When she returns,
there will be an extremely perfectly raised fake daughter in her home. She should be happy, right? Half a month passed. The Liu family mobilized all their connections but couldn't find Liu Ruiyan. Father and Mother Liu were immersed in sorrow every day, losing a lot of weight over this half month. Watching them, I felt heartbroken and went next door every day to keep them company.
Uncle, Auntie, I'm sorry. If I hadn't gone to the restroom back then, would Liu Ruiyan not have been taken?
If I had known that person was an abductor, I would have desperately stopped her and prevented her from doing a good deed. I deliberately said this to start a conversation. Father and Mother Liu looked at me, opening their mouth. Before words could come out, tears fell first. Under my relentless persistence, after another week, they finally accepted this fact.
Silly child. How could we blame you? You were right not to go. If you had gone,
I'm afraid you would also. It's all my and your uncle's fault. We only focused on telling her to be helpful, but forgot that in this world, there are also damn human abductors. Saying that, the two held each other and cried together. Having accompanied them for almost a month, I was long used to the scene before me. Seeing them cry, I silently went to the kitchen and made them some simple plain porridge. When they finished crying, I served it. Uncle, Auntie,
please eat something. What if there's news about Liu Ruiyan?
You'll have a lot to busy yourselves with then. With my persuasion, they managed to eat a little. After stabilizing their emotions, I suggested,
Uncle, Auntie, How about I accompany you for a walk in the nearby park? Staying at home all the time will suffocate you. All right, we'll listen to you, Nan Yi. I curled my lips and slowly said, okay. I accompanied them in the park, strolling aimlessly in silence. Mother Liu held my hand tightly, telling me stories about Liu Ruiyan's childhood as we walked. Liu Ruiyan and you were born in the same year, same month, same day, and we live right next door. We always thought you two were fated. A hint of a smile flashed in Mother Liu's eyes, but it was quickly replaced by that touch of sadness again. Liu Ruiyan, she liked you the most. I didn't speak. Liked me? If she liked me, why did she leave me to die in our past life? If she liked me, why would that fake young master who came later completely replace me? Just as I was thinking this, Father and Mother Liu's footsteps suddenly stopped. Liu Ruiyan. They let go of my hand and hurriedly rushed towards a girl sitting on a bench not far away. Liu Ruiyan, child, why aren't you going home? Mom and Dad were worried to death. Woo woo. Liu Ruiyan, were you trying to scare us to death? The girl, being tightly hugged, was startled and completely at a loss by their enthusiasm. I, on the other hand, nodded at her. This was exactly the purpose of me bringing them to this park. Shun Yu Chu, that girl from the orphanage. She was 80% similar in looks to Liu Ruiyan. Relying on this face and the habits of Liu Ruiyan that I taught her, it was enough for her to survive in the Liu family. When Father and Mother Liu realized Shin Yu Chu was not Liu Ruiyan, they were intensely disappointed. But I was there. Uncle, Auntie, don't you think this is fate? She really looks so much like Liu Ruiyan. By the way, sister, where do you live? Why haven't I seen you before? Can we play together often in the future? Shin Yuchu lowered her head and whispered, I am an orphan from the orphanage. In my peripheral vision, Father and Mother Liu's eyes lit up. Uncle, Auntie, this is simply destiny. It's so wonderful. We are so close to the orphanage, yet we've never met her. Liu Ruiyan, she just, Uncle, Auntie, would you want to? How could they refuse? Desperate people, as long as they see something to grasp, will want to hold on tightly. Someone who looks so much like their own daughter is not easy to come by. Ultimately, they took Xing Yuchu back to the Liu family and gave her the name Liu Ruxue. The next day, Liu Ruxue came to find me. Why did you help me so much? How did you know? They would definitely take me in. I tried my best to make myself look completely innocent and without scheming because Uncle and Auntie's original daughter was taken by human abductors. You look so much like her. I hope you study hard and don't let Uncle and Auntie down. As long as she is obedient and doesn't cause trouble, in the future, she will truly be the Liu family's child. By then, her life will be like that fake young master's, undergoing earth-shattering changes. I am so looking forward to it. 10 years later, when Liu Ruiyan returns, seeing someone having taken her place at home, I wonder what kind of expression she'll have with Liu Ruxue around. Father and Mother Liu's sorrow seemed to find solace. She is a well-behaved and sensible person. Within 2 weeks of arriving, she basically won them over. They would even bring Liu Ruxue to my house for dinner. My mom looked at Liu Ruxue with a smile. This child is so good. It's just a pity she was an orphan. Meeting you now is her blessing. Liu Ruxue seems to be about the same age as our Nan Yi. Where did she go to school before? After asking, Uncle and Auntie looked at me. Nan Yi, Uncle and Auntie were just meaning to talk to you about this today. We want to transfer Liu Ruxue to your aristocratic school. She'll just be starting, so I'm afraid she won't adapt. How about putting her in the same class as you? You can help Uncle take care of her a bit. Sure. This way, won't I have more time to interact with Ruxue? The next day, Liu Ruxue arrived in our class. It's just that this circle is only so big. Almost everyone knew that Liu Ruxue was the Liu family's adopted daughter. Children from rich families always size others up. They started testing Liu Ruxue intentionally or unintentionally. Seeing she hadn't gained a firm foothold in the Liu family yet, they started to ostracize and bully Liu Ruxue. I saw all of this but didn't intervene. Until a week later, after school, she was cornered again. I pushed my way in from behind and pretended not to understand what they were doing, asking, Liu Ruxue, why are you still playing here? Didn't Uncle and Auntie sign you up for a tutoring class to study so you could help them share their burdens sooner? Liu Ruxue blinked, having a moment of confusion. But luckily, she wasn't stupid. She knew I was saying this intentionally for these people to hear. I didn't bother with them. The others were dumbfounded. Ah, Nan Yi, you aren't joking, are you? The Liu family is preparing to hand the company over to this adopted daughter? I tilted my head and smiled, saying, what else can they do? Who knows where Liu Ruiyan has gone? Now Uncle Liu only has this one daughter. If not to Liu Ruxue, who else could he give it to? Everyone exchanged glances and consciously made way for us. Liu Ruxue and I walked shoulder to shoulder. We were silent the whole way. It wasn't until we were almost home that she said, thank you for today. Before I could reply politely, she added, I know you were helping me out of a tight spot. Rest assured, I won't covet what doesn't belong to me. Hearing this, I stopped and looked back at her. Why not covet it? Liu Ruxue seemed stunned by my question. She opened her mouth, not knowing what to say for a long time. The opportunity is placed right in front of you, and you don't know how to cherish it. Do you want to be bullied forever? But I'm just an adopted daughter. Liu Ruiyan will return sooner or later. So what if you're adopted? What they care about is not whether you are biological or adopted later. Only being beneficial to the family is what they value most. Besides, what's all this about affection? Before I was 8, I was exclusively doted on by my parents. They practically hoisted me up to the sky. But when I returned miserably 10 years later,
and cast me away like an old shoe? They despised me for being dark and thin, too unpresentable. Despised me for completely forgetting all the social etiquette I had learned, saying I'd be laughed at if taken out, even at a dinner with over 20 people, just because my chopsticks fell to the ground. My dad told me to get out in public. To me, the so-called etiquette was the first thing I discarded. Just making it back alive was hard enough. Feelings will fade over time. Whether to seize this opportunity or not is entirely up to you. After saying that, I went home ahead of her. In this life, I will only focus on benefit. Probably what I said to Liu Ruiyan at work. She truly acted more and more like a second-generation rich kid every day. If there was anything she wasn't sure about, she would come ask me. Meeting anyone, she was no longer submissive. Over a few years, besides learning golf, shooting, horseback riding, and piano, she also studied finance and business management comprehensively. She grew into an existence even more outstanding than the real Liu Ruiyan. 10 years have almost passed. I've been constantly working on improving myself, building networks and resources. I've gradually taken over the family business from my parents, and Uncle Liu also gradually let Liu Ruiyan, in her spare time from studying, start taking over their family business. Although she is young, she completes every task excellently. As a result, everyone in our circle knows that the Liu family found fortune in misfortune, adopting a highly intelligent and hard-working daughter. On the day the college entrance exams ended, Uncle Liu's family and my parents took us out to celebrate. But just as we stepped out, a chilling voice came from not far away. Who is she? Father and Mother Liu answered without hesitation. Liu Ruiyan, our daughter. She is your daughter. Then what am I? Father and Mother Liu froze. My parents exchanged bewildered looks. Only I couldn't hold back a smile. Waited so long. Finally back. When my gaze fell on the boy following beside her, my hand tightened abruptly. The fake young master who brutally ran me over, even turned to ashes, I'd recognize him. Liu Ruiyan, like a madwoman, ran forward and glared at Liu Ruiyan. I got lost. I'm not dead. Do you even have me in your hearts? Your daughter. Father and Mother Liu were still in shock, unable to recover. Speak. Say something. I'm back. I am the child of this family. Tell this woman to get the hell out. Saying this, Liu Ruiyan made a move, pushing Liu Ruiyan. At this, Father and Mother Liu finally reacted. They subconsciously shielded Liu Ruiyan behind them. Ruiyan, how did you come back? Liu Ruiyan laughed out of anger. Should I not have come back? Fine, then I'll leave. At this moment, Wei Dong, who had been silent, grabbed Liu Ruiyan's arm. Uncle, Auntie. Liu Ruiyan suffered so much after being trafficked these years. Coming home to see such a scene and feeling sad is perfectly understandable. Mother Liu wanted to hug Liu Ruiyan, but her extended hand hesitated and didn't fall. It's good that you're back. Let's go home first. You go take a bath. Freshen up. Oh right. Look at Nan Yi. You two haven't seen each other in 10 years. Nan Yi has grown more and more handsome. Before she finished speaking, Liu Ruiyan gritted her teeth and lunged at me. Nan Yi, a person like you doesn't deserve to live in this world. Everyone was frightened by her appearance. I cowered and hid behind my parents, my voice trembling. Liu Ruiyan, how can you say such vicious things to me right when you get back? Liu Ruiyan pointed at my nose and cursed loudly. The reason I was taken was entirely because of you. I didn't defend myself with a single word. I just looked at her with a shocked and hurt expression the entire time. Just like in my last life when no one believed me. Now, no one believed her. During the time she was gone, I practically became half a son to the Liu family. Who would believe her nonsense? Sure enough, seeing he couldn't persuade Liu Ruiyan, Father Liu kicked over the nearby trash can. Then he pointed at her and loudly rebuked. Stop acting crazy here. We checked the surveillance cameras back then. You were brainless and got tricked. What does that have to do with Nan Yi? Hurry up and go home. Liu Ruiyan wanted to say something more, but Father Liu added, if you won't go back, then get lost. From now on, I'll pretend I never had you as a daughter. Finally, Wei Dong gently nudged Liu Ruiyan's arm. She finally relented. I'll go home then. But this is Wei Dong. He is my boyfriend. He has to stay at the house with me. This farce finally ended. Except, before entering the door, Wei Dong looked back at me. The seething hatred in his eyes confused me. If there was hatred, it should only be my turn to hate him. Could it be he also reincarnated? The next day, I intentionally went next door. Uncle, Auntie, how is Liu Ruiyan? Liu Ruiyan, who was eating, upon hearing my voice, fiercely smashed her chopsticks on the ground. Dad, I already said last night. From now on we have to draw a clear line with the family next door. Father Liu helplessly gave her a look. Mother Liu quickly stood up and pulled me inside. Don't listen to her nonsense. She's just stimulated from recently returning. Who's stimulated? Liu Ruiyan slammed the table and stood up. In 2 steps, she walked up to me. Nan Yi, cut it out. Stop putting on an act in our house. Get out right now. Father and Mother Liu were about to stop her, but Wei Dong stopped them first. Uncle, Auntie, just listen to what Liu Ruiyan has to say. Nan Yi, I really don't know how I offended you. Do you know what kind of life I've lived these past few years? Probably recalling some sad things. Halfway through, Liu Ruiyan's lips began to tremble. But now I'm back. This is my home, not your and that little white lotus's home. I am the biological daughter of the Liu family. I am the heir to the Liu family business. None of you are allowed to covet my things. I nodded. Okay, everything you say is right. Then I turned around and called Liu Ruiyan. Ruiyan, it's getting late. Let's go. Going where? Liu Ruiyan blocked our path. I deliberately looked at Liu Ruiyan with admiration. To attend the project launch event that Liu Ruiyan and I co-managed. Oh right, didn't you also used to like accompanying Uncle and Auntie to these events? Do you want to come with us this time? Liu Ruiyan's face instantly turned bright red. Oh, right. I forgot. Even with the best platform having been gone for 10 years, it's hard to come back. I smiled and waved to father and mother Liu. Uncle, auntie, we are leaving. After going out, Wei Dong actually followed us out. Liu Ruiyan went to wait for me in the car. Wei Dong started to test me. I heard you and Liu Ruiyan were childhood friends. When she was kidnapped back then, you were also present. So why did you successfully escape? I covered my nose and took a half step back. So smelly. Did you not wash properly when you showered last night? Such a fishy stench. Could it be you have some kind of disease? This was what he said to me. When we first met in my past life, we stared at each other. The hatred, no longer disguised, burst forth from our eyes. As expected, you've also been reborn. This is truly heaven's mercy, especially letting me come back to deal with you two murderers. Wei Dong coldly curled his lips and looked at me. So what if you're reborn? You are still a defeated opponent under my hands. When the time comes, your parents will still treat me as their son. I stared at him and suddenly laughed. Did he think I did nothing these past 10 years? Right now, I'm afraid it's not me who can't leave them, but they who can't leave me. What are you laughing at? I scanned him up and down. Calmly, I just feel, without my family's money thrown on you, you really look very average. Guess what Liu Ruiyan would do to you? If she knew her abductors were your parents? Wei Dong's pupils suddenly shrank in fear. I didn't spare him another glance. I turned and got into the car not far away. In the car, Liu Ruiyan handed me a bottle of water. You seem to really hate those two. Yes, if you want to stay here, you must be like me and hold hostility towards them. Liu Ruiyan looked straight ahead, started the car, and calmly said, okay. A few days later was Liu Ruiyan's 18th birthday. Although the atmosphere in the Liu family was a bit awkward these days, father and mother Liu were still meticulously preparing her coming-of-age ceremony. Liu Ruiyan kept trying to disrupt things. When I came home, you didn't even hold a banquet to welcome me. Now an adopted daughter is turning 18, and you're making such a big fanfare. Mom, Dad, have you lost your minds? I am your biological daughter. I watched from the side, pretending to be full of innocence. But Ruiyan didn't just win various competitions. She also participated in company projects early on, bringing a lot of honor to the family. Besides, this birthday banquet isn't just for her. Many people will come. Aren't adults' banquets basically business networking? Father and mother Liu looked at me and Liu Ruiyan with approval. But when their gaze fell back on Liu Ruiyan, the two imperceptibly sighed. Your dad and I have said this many times. Restrain your temper a little. We will hold a banquet for you soon and arrange for you to study abroad to further your education. That boyfriend of yours can also. Before she finished speaking, Liu Ruiyan abruptly stood up. What do you mean? You want to send me away? I'm telling you, impossible. Our family's business must be given to me. Otherwise, even if I ruin it, I won't let you give it to an outsider. Father Liu smashed the teacup next to his hand on the floor. If you spout nonsense to me again, scram back to wherever you came from. Liu Ruiyan trembled with anger. Finally, Wei Dong pulled her out. I comforted Father Liu for a bit before going home. As it turned out, I bumped into those two whispering by the road. With such a good opportunity, how could I not go over and anger them? Angry over this? Liu Ruiyan, I have to say, you are really getting more and more petty. Liu Ruiyan wanted to hit me. Wei Dong stood by coldly watching the show. I stood firmly in place without dodging. Hit me, and all the Liu family shares will belong to Liu Ruiyan. What do you mean? You don't know. Liu Ruiyan is simply too outstanding. She has been in this family for 10 years. Uncle and auntie have long signed the papers. They are giving her 10% of the shares. It takes effect right on her 18th birthday. Liu Ruiyan gritted her teeth. This is absolutely outrageous. Many people attended the coming-of-age ceremony that day. Liu Ruiyan, as today's protagonist, was completely radiant. She followed father and mother Liu, chatting with guests. After 10 years of cultivation, she handled such occasions with ease. But just as she was cutting the cake, Liu Ruiyan suddenly popped open a bottle of champagne and sprayed it all over Liu Ruiyan on the stage. The champagne splattered equally onto everyone, causing a series of screams from the crowd. Liu Ruiyan's carefully styled hair was drenched, with a few drops of champagne running down her cheeks. Father and mother Liu were also startled, but by the time they wanted to stop her, it was too late. Liu Ruiyan rushed onto the stage and snatched the microphone. Why celebrate an outsider's birthday? Why are you introducing her to so many people? Open your eyes and look closely. I am the legitimate heir of this family. Before she could continue her madness, Father Liu rushed up and slapped her across the face. Shut up. I'm sorry, everyone. Liu Ruiyan has something wrong with her head. I raised my hand to wipe the wine stains from Liu Ruiyan's face and whispered, this is the most special birthday present I got for you. The corners of Liu Ruiyan's lips lifted. Just as she was about to answer me, she frowned. In the next second, she pulled me forcefully behind her, then lifted her leg and kicked out. I then saw clearly. Wei Dong was charging at me with a knife. He was kicked to the ground, still unyieldingly yelling, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Liu Ruiyan frowned. Is he psychotic? I, of course, knew what this do it again meant. What a pity. In this life, she will never have the chance again. Father Liu completely severed ties with Liu Ruiyan. They broke off their father-daughter relationship. Liu Ruiyan was driven out of the house. A few days later, I received a text from Liu Ruiyan. The old place. Do you dare to come? That night, I gladly went to the appointment. Only I had made preparations early on. When that car charged at me again, before it even reached me, two of its tires blew out. It crashed into a large tree nearby. I coldly watched them, covered in blood. Would I fall in the same place twice? Liu Ruiyan glared at me viciously. Why exactly are you treating me like this? I laughed. I'm just treating you the way you treated me. Faintly, I smelled the scent of gasoline. Looking at the gasoline gradually leaking out
on the ground. I kept it short. All these years, you were stuck in a place called Huangniga village, unable to run away, right? A trace of trembling flashed in Liu Ruiyan's eyes. How did you know? I curled my lips. I also know. The boyfriend next to you. His parents are the human abductors. Liu Ruiyan didn't believe it. Smiling, I tossed over a video. It was Wei Dong affectionately calling the abductors mom and dad, and giving the abductors plenty of ideas on how to torment Liu Ruiyan. As for how I got this video, of course, after my rebirth, I sent someone early on to sneak into the abductor's house and install hidden cameras. Wei Dong also saw the contents of the video. He screamed and shook his head. No, no. But Liu Ruiyan instantly lost emotional control, roaring and lunging at him. I turned and walked away quickly. Just let the fire bathe these two pieces of scum. Upon learning of Liu Ruiyan's death, father and mother Liu were not as sad as one might imagine. Instead, it was as if a heavy burden was lifted. Liu Ruiyan naturally became the sole heir. At home, my parents were watching TV and sighing over the series of events that happened to the Liu family. Is there some kind of curse on their family? Too many things have happened recently. If you ask me, they should find someone to clear the bad luck. I sneered and pulled out 2 plane tickets. The elders next door have all stepped down. You two should also go abroad to retire and enjoy your old age in peace. Nan Yi, have your wings grown hard? I smiled and stood up, then shook a small medicine bottle in my hand. Dad, your heart hasn't been comfortable lately. Your special medicine is entirely supplied by me. My dad's face stiffened, as if someone had gripped his throat. Ultimately, he could only slump back onto the sofa and whisper, "Good, good. The child has grown up, starting to seize power." I went straight upstairs. In my past life, they listened to the fake young master's instigation and alienated me. Letting them go abroad to retire is already my mercy. The next morning when I went out to go to the company, I coincidentally ran into Liu Ruiyan preparing to leave at the door. She raised her chin at me. "Let's go?" I curled my lips and got into her car. "Let's go. Our battlefield has just begun."